Well, as you can see, Tammy's got us pretty upset, but not to worry, we've got a plan. The old worn out 302 is going to be coming out of there, and in its place, we've got a 351 Windsor roller engine. Let's check it out.
Alright everybody, we are here with the 351 roller motor that we're going to tear down tonight. We're going to start by taking the valve covers off, take the heads off. We'll move on to the existing water pump. We'll take the harmonic balancer and pulley off and take the timing cover off to see the chain. Once we get that done, we're going to put it on our engine holster, our little stand over here that we got. We'll flip it over, take the oil pan off, which is loose already, and then we'll proceed to take the crankshaft and pistons out to see the condition of the block as a whole. And then we'll make our assumptions from there.
Yep, we're going to see what kind of shape this thing's in. At this point in time, you know, kind of Lucas and I talked about it a little bit a few episodes back. We're going to make this Tammy's new power plant, because the 302 that's in Tammy right now that you saw us working on in the last episode, yeah, it's no good.
And unknown mileage, I do know that it's out of a snowplow truck. The outside casting number has been lost to time. It kind of disintegrated, but the block itself looks pretty good. I like the condition on the backside, especially around the cam. We'll see how the rest of it turns out, and I do know for sure that the bearings are shot, especially on the main caps, but we'll see what else we can find and see how salvageable this block really is.
Yeah, really what we're looking for on this is, I mean, we're not too worried about any of this accessory stuff. That's all going to be changed. We're not too worried about these cylinder heads. We'll show you guys the cylinder heads, probably not right now, but eventually we'll show you kind of what the buildup on this motor is going to be. Right now we're just trying to figure out kind of what we got and go from there. So it's a good, hopefully a good block, 351 Windsor roller block. It's got a factory roller cam in it, roller lifters, just like the high output 302s did.
Yep.
So it's a good starting point for a solid motor. We just got to see if we can get her going again. So, and we'll show you guys that right now. All right, so you can see Lucas has been working on getting these head bolts loose. Got them loose on both sides. We're gonna pop these heads off here in just a minute. And I'll show you guys this roller lifters, and it's got the holding tray in there for them too. So, yep, should be a pretty good motor, but she's crusty on the outside. It won't be staying like that. All right, so as you can see, got the heads pulled off this thing, and it's crusty, but good news is we think these bores are in pretty good shape. So I'll show you the other side here real quick. You can tell she's burned some oil. We've kind of had an issue getting the water pump off. Broken off bolts, broken water pump. That's just going into the block. We're gonna get that out eventually. There's the remnants of the water pump. So we're just finished getting the engine hoist, so we're gonna get that on there and get put on that engine stand right there.
Okay, by you.
Yeah, Lucas had this on a kind of a block cradle, like you can see right here, which is nice for storing them. We're gonna end up taking that off and just get it on the stand. All right, Lucas, what do you think?
Still rusty crusty there.
Got to put on the engine stand here. Of course, it had to pee out oil and antifreeze on us, but we're gonna pop this pan off, I think, and see if we can get some pistons out of this. See how great those main bearings look.
What's behind door number 1?
Oh yeah. It's got a double roller chain on it. That's cool. There she is. Oh, there's where the oil was coming from. Bottom of the pistons are full from it being tipped up and rotated around. You know, really, this thing doesn't look that bad as far as like burnt on oil and sludge. Looks pretty good. Alright, we'll probably pull this pump off real quick, get it out of the way, and then we'll pull these rods and pistons and these main caps out. I'll show you guys. Alright, so what Lucas is doing right now is taking these cap bolts off. These rods. I'm just doing it one by one. We've marked which ones are which, so should be able to keep them in order pretty good. Got a little persuasion there to get that off. There we go. How's that bearing look?
Rough.
Yeah, it's not gouged out, but there is some pretty deep scratches in there.
Yeah, you can definitely feel it with your fingernail.
Yeah. Had some trash going through it for a while. Pop this first slug out here. Number 1.
Feels pretty good. Got some rusty crusties on top.
Mm-hmm. It's still full of oil.
Rings don't feel too bad. Except for the oil ring.
Stuck.
No, it feels like it's compressed.
Oh.
Like it doesn't have any spring
tension to it. Yeah.
It's probably why it's burning oil.
Yep.
Part of the reason.
Alright, so we just got done taking off the rods and pistons. As you can see, there's our rod journals on the crank. And they look pretty good. But still got these main caps to take off. So that's what's next. And I'll show you here these pistons. See that copper look right in the middle of that bearing? Yeah, way too much clearance. And it was loose. Wearing right in the middle of it. But that's fine. You want it to wear the bearing instead of the crank journal. And these look pretty good, so Lucas is working on getting these main caps taken off right now.
Oil pump right now.
Oil pump tube.
So will I get it right off?
Can't get no grip. As number 2 main cap, and a lot of the initial bearing material is gone, just worn down to the copper. But the good news is our adrenal's okay. So far so good. We've pulled 3,
which is your thrust bearing for back and forth, and it's definitely worn out.
Yeah, a lot of copper showing on the thrust part of that bearing, but we're gonna keep pulling them here just to check. We can't get the crankshaft out tonight because we've got some timing cover problems to deal with, and we don't have a puller for the harmonic balancer, so we'll deal with that another time, but we'll show you guys what we can. All right, well, I'm gonna call that a success, wouldn't you say? Number 3, number 4, number 5 were probably the worst out of them all. 1 and 2 was a little bit, 1 was weird, 2 was pretty good really, as far as the wear on the main caps. Well, what do you think, Lucas? She's gonna be a runner?
Yep.
I think so. Tammy's gonna live once again. And guess what? You guys will see it right here on the B West Builds YouTube channel.